Page 144. This is a 4-chord warm-up in C. Ooh. Okay, well, what's that all about? Well, you already know what the 4 chord is, and we're in the key of C major. In C is referring to the key of C major. And the 4 chord is an F chord, because it starts on the 4th step of C major. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an F chord. So it's a 4 chord warm-up in C. All right. They're talking about inverting the chord. We do the chord inversions because it helps us not move the hands around, and with voice leading, and it gets into theory and all that. We already talked about inverting the 5/7 chord, and in case you don't remember inversions, what are you talking about? Well, let me bore you a little bit, and I'll briefly go over it. C chord. If I just turn it over, I've inverted it. So I can put the C on top. It's still a C chord, it's just first inversion. I put the E on top. That's the C chord in second inversion. And then I go back to the original, that's called root position. Root. It doesn't matter which direction you go. If I go down, that is still second inversion, because as far as the inversion numbers go, it's based on going up. So that's second inversion, first inversion, root. They all work the same way. We talked about the 5/7 chord. Well, I can invert it. That's first inversion. Put that on top. Second inversion. Put that on top. Third inversion. And put this on top. Back to root position. See, it's got 4 notes, so it's got 3 inversions here. Now, we generally don't use one of these notes. We don't need all 4 notes. So generally we go here. Well, that is first inversion, but we're just not using the D. So we've already been using first inversion in the 5/7 chord. That way we're not moving our hands around so much, because I don't want to go from here to here, whatever it is, just here. Same thing with the 4 chord. I don't want to go from here to here, so I invert it. I put the C on the bottom. Second inversion. Because first inversion is here. Root, first inversion, second inversion. That's what I'm going to use. Because that way, I'm not moving my hand. I can get the 4 chord real easy, just come here. Now I can do all the primary chords basically in one hand position. Right there, and that's what we're doing here on page 144. And as far as the warm-up go, 4 chord, C chord, 5/7 chord. So you can put the names of the chords above the staff. That's for guitar players or whoever who can read that and improvise, and they play along with you. It can be fun. And they put the number of the chord in Roman numerals under the staff, is where it goes. At the bottom of the page, they're telling you to play a C major pentascale on the right hand. That's this. It's a C major pentascale. Remember, pentascale is a 5-note scale. Okay. And while you do that, play the chords in the left hand that harmonize with the notes. So what I'm going to do is, if I'm playing any of the notes within the C chord, I'm going to play a C chord. So it's here. It sounds okay. For the others, that's where I'm going to do either the 4 or the 5/7, one or the other. Well, a D is not in a 4 chord. A 4 chord is this. There's no D in that. So that would be the 5/7 chord. Here, because it fits. But the F, when I get to that, that's the bottom note, the root note of a 4 chord. So I can do the 4 chord there. So it's here. So, well, maybe broken chords. change the time signature. Instead of 3/4, make it 4/4. So it's that's 4 notes there. The broken chord pattern you use is up to you and your imagination. But I can go that. You get the ideas. Just try different patterns out. Experiment. Maybe you switch the patterns in the middle of it. You don't have to play the same pattern throughout. I could go here. There's all kinds of possibilities. Just experiment. It's called improvising, where you're kind of making it up as you go along. Let's play this chord warm-up together. Just briefly, just for something to do. I'll give us 3 counts. As far as dynamics and articulation, just do what they're doing. You can read that as well as I can, I would hope by now. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.